Hi, it's Joey B. I'm a space cop and a random aspiring maniac training for my first ultramarathon. And in this video, I'm going to go over the 8th and final week of my training.
Well, here I am, crossing over Chester Creek and Pennell Road, taking it back to where it all began, week 1. And here I am, week 8 of an 8-week program, and oh boy, am I ready to be done and get a break. My Koros app is telling me I'm at 30% today. Yeah, it feels about right. Last night it said I was at 9%, and that's how I felt, yeah. In fact, with this Koros app, you can learn lots of good things, like apparently I was spending all week under 50%. Still though, running 10 miles a day. At the end of today, I don't have to think about doing this much for at least a month, because the Ultramarathon is 3 weeks from yesterday, March 23rd, so taper for 3 weeks, recover from the race for a week or two, then ramp it up. Yeah, I mean, the name of this mini series is training for my first ultramarathon. It's not, let's see if I can do an ultra and then that's it. You know, I intend to keep doing this. And 50K, it's only 5 miles more than a marathon. So the second one that I'm doing in May, that's a 60K and 7,000 feet. So that's almost double the elevation of the first one. And so I'm preparing myself for much more. I want to try a 50-mile race by the end of the year. I think I could do that. So trying to level up as much as possible now, and then it's going to give me the confidence, like I know I can get back there. Now, if you were wondering how I came up with this program, well, I'm kind of playing it fast and loose. Anyway, I'm using my relatively limited knowledge of running, but just trying to be strong with the fundamentals and going by the 10% rule. If my starting baseline was 30 miles in a week, that meant that within 7-8 weeks I could get to 50 miles, and that just seemed like a big number. If I could do 50 miles in a week by the time I get to the ultra, I think I'll be all right. All of a sudden I've transformed myself. 50 miles was met a couple weeks ago, and then 55 miles last week. That means the last goal was 60 miles in a week. Did I get there? Let's go. Monday, rested. That's right, resting here at the gym, lifting weights from my upper body, very important. Tuesday, 10 miles. Wednesday, 10 miles. Thursday, 10 miles. But on each of those 3 days, it was not 10 miles at once. I'm finding ways to win, like I explained last week. I'm making use of some power walks, some hikes. You know, a lot of times I had time for 3 miles on the trail before work. And, you know, 6 miles on the treadmill later, something like that. Friday, rested, and because it is important, we'll say it one more time. Whatever you do, do something for your core. So when I'm at the gym, I just do a lot of crunches on the exercise ball. That's just the basics, right? A lot of crunches. I'm doing that twice a week. Going into the weekend at 30 miles, that's where I want to be. But I got to get to 60. So I still want to give myself the easy Sunday finish. So that meant Saturday, I went through quite the ordeal. I did the hardest thing I can think of, which is getting back to the Appalachian Trail at the Lehigh Gap. Separate video about that. Very rocky. Worse than what I'll be facing at the Ultra. Saturday, 18 miles. 18 hard miles. Sunday, 12 miles, which makes the week 8 total 60 miles. Yeah! All right, we got there. I can't do any better. That is as much as I can expect myself from where I started, and couldn't be happier. But let's see all 8 weeks all at once. Now, this is so important because week to week, it's not so bad. It's just a slight increase. But if you look at month 2 compared to month 1, it really jumped up. It really got nuts. By the end of 8 weeks, I've doubled my baseline. So that's fantastic. So, relatively smooth progression, but in a relatively short period of time. Now I'm ready for a break. There were more things that I wanted to get to, but it's getting dark. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Stay tuned for my first ultramarathon, the Hat Run 50K in Susquehanna State Park, Maryland. It's gonna be a good time. But for now, I've reached final form. I am so ready.